So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis on the return.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
My bad, I forgot about streaming this shit.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now here's Young. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
He may go.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown.
Donald Parham
From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 87 yards.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Eckler now between the tackles. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he's got it inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Darrynton Evans with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10. at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ultra, on the ball.
Now it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Option right, Young. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give up the middle to Evans. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now. Slide through. Ready.
It's Young off play action.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go steal. Ready.
From the gun, it's a run by Evans.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Darrington Evans.
He scored on the ground and
one through the air. And the Panthers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Up the middle with Eckler.
It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Herbert.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Herbert.
And now here is another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Evans running straight ahead.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Young on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And Eckler's going to pick up a Chargers 1st down as he's brought down at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And quickly they get to the line.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 55, Chargers 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive.
And now here is another interception. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
For 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. He's to the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's...
That's hilarious. You just go one offensive touchdown, you want to do that? Bet.
But he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And Young's going to throw it here. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw, Young. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense,
Ready? Ready? Here we go, set! Come on, set! Hook! Let's go now! Set up! Ready, ready? Set! Hut, hut! On the ready! Ready? Down! Check go! Ready? Set up! Here we go, here we go! Go! Okay, break! Ready? Okay, ready? Hut! Let's go! Ready? Set! Ready? Ready, ready! Set! Ready! Here we go, set! Hut, hut! Ready, break! Ready! Come on, set! Let's go now! Set up! Set go! Set! Set up! Down! Go! Here we go! Let's go! Ready, ready!